Hey, it's Ramit from Growth Lab, and I have a question from a reader named Ryan Robinson. This is an interesting one. He asks, what are your best levers for convincing people that now is the time to invest in themselves? Okay, let's break this down because this is very, very important. Typically, the advice you would get to answer this question are tactics. Things like build false scarcity and make sure you have an upsell and a downsell. Okay, those are tactics. And I can see why people are drawn to those, and I can see why people give that advice. You're not gonna find that kind of advice here because I don't like to put lipstick on a pig. If you have a horrible product, then false scarcity is not gonna help you. It might trick people into buying, but they will just refund later. I believe in building a sustainable business with amazing products where you don't have to compromise on price. You don't have to discount. You don't have to appeal to bottom barrel losers. You can actually create an amazing business where people are happy to give you their money. But how do you do it? Well, let's think about a dating analogy. A lot of guys, especially early 20s guys, who are like, oh my God, I'm having so much trouble dating. What kind of cologne should I wear? I'm like, go to hell. You were looking for cologne? You got a lot of other problems besides your cologne. Now, why are they asking these questions? Because they're hoping for the magic bullet. Tell me the cologne, tell me how to know if she's ready for me to kiss her, tell me what's the best date place in New York, as opposed to the hard, challenging work of becoming more attractive. How do you do that? You get in shape, you become a better conversationalist, you get involved in more social activities. Okay, Ramit, that sounds great. I don't really care about that shit. Just tell me about the cologne, okay? I know that's the key. Okay, this is the difference between people who want to improve holistically and people who want the cologne or the scarcity tactics. Now, I'll tell you how we apply this to our business. I would ask you a few questions to see if you are ready to sell or if you are attractive as a person who's looking for a date. Number one, when you write material, do people respond? If you send out a question in your email list, do you get people writing back? That's really important because if you're not engaging them, then you're just flatlining. That means you're not ready. Second, do you know exactly who you're speaking to? Are you just helping people who want to make more money? Well, you're doomed because a lot of people want to make more money. Older people, younger people, men, women, people who live here, people who live there, people who have no skills, all kinds. Wrong. You want to know specifically who you are speaking to. And then my next question is, do you know who you are not speaking to? For example, I make fun of life coaches because they have largely zero skills in life, and then they try to create a business around it. I make fun of frugality zealots because they focus on, I swear to God, I've seen articles where they say, turn the oven light off, just disable it, because you can save 3 cents per year. I make fun of them ruthlessly. I tell them, get off my list. So do you know who you're speaking to and who you're not speaking to? Have you proven that they are ready to buy? How do you do that? Have you asked them, like, would you commit to a product like this? And if everybody says, oh yeah, I'd be interested. Oh, okay. How come you haven't bought something like this already? Here's competitor product 1, 2, 3. Have you done these things? No, most people haven't, because what they want to do is skip over from A to Z and go right to the cologne. So when it comes to convincing people they are ready to invest in themselves, I have to say that I think 85% of the work is done before you get to the tactics. Now, I know you want some tactics. We're all tactical chasers. I'll tell you a couple things that work for us. We do close our courses because scarcity works. Like it or not, people are driven by opportunity and deadlines. So that matters. We also make sure that we have selected the right audience up front. So for example, we don't allow people with credit card debt to join our flagship programs. That means that the people who make it through our material tend to be way more qualified than other people. You might qualify them in different ways. If you're trying to help someone as a dating coach, you might qualify them by gender, by amount of dates they've gone on in the last 30 days, and by what they have tried to do to improve on their own. There's a lot of different ways to qualify. Notice that I am not telling you to discount, because we don't discount. We don't need to because of all the hard work we did. And I don't believe you need to either. There's a lot of people who will tell you to discount 50%. Why? You only discount if you have to. And if you've created a great business, you don't need to. So if you're curious how to apply these in a little bit more of a specific way, click below. I've got a PDF called Positioning Breakthroughs that's going to help you solidify some of these concepts and apply them to your business so your customers will know that it's time to invest in themselves.